What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I want to give you a warning. Okay, I've been trying to warn you guys on this, but some people, and I completely understand, there is a difference. There's a fine line between hoarding and being prepared. But we're getting more and more reports that the supply chain shortages are returning. This is not great news, and so everybody at this point should almost be worried. I walked into a Safeway the other day. Shelves were bare. Went to Albertsons, who Albertsons actually owns Safeway. The shelves were bare. I went into Costco. Costco had different spots in their store that were empty. That's an issue when Costco is seeing spots in their store that are empty, different little sections. That's scary. But here's my warning to you. Because over the past 6 months, Americans have been concerned with the supply chain shortages due to transportation issues. But the fact is, things are actually getting worse. Recent reports indicate that our supply chain is worsening due to the fact that Omicron is taking its toll on millions of workers. Okay, just the other day, on January 10th, 2022, we saw 1.35 million people in the United States test positive for COVID. That's an issue. We know shipping issues are still persisting as workers can't go back into work because they're either testing positive or they have COVID symptoms. So they have to isolate for 5 days. We now have major issues regarding, according to reports, wealthier families are hoarding goods because they're worried about inflation. So they're buying products that they know are gonna still be good. These are like canned goods, packaged goods, right? Water, things that go up in just small increments. But they're buying these things now in order to prevent paying more for it in the future. And this is actually making matters much worse. And more people contracting COVID and isolating is actually going to hurt us even further. The factories where they work will be severely impacted. Now, here's what I can tell you. We keep hearing how grocery store employees are calling in sick. Trucks are being delayed. Supplies are just sitting in warehouses with nowhere to go. And nobody to load them on the trucks and nobody to offload them when they get to the grocery stores. And I know what you're thinking. Was this recorded in 2020? No. This is being recorded in 2022. This is January 11th, 2022, and this is the same issue that we're facing. The crazy thing is, the supply chain is actually getting worse, not better. So, here's a statement from the CEO of Albertsons, again, who also owns Safeway. But he had to say, and I quote, "We were expecting the supply chain issues to get more resolved as we got into this period right now. Omicron has put a bit of a dent on that. So, there are more supply challenges, and we would expect more supply challenges over the next 4 weeks to 6 weeks." So, that puts us into pretty much March. They're expecting these supply chain issues to persist for another potential month and a half. That's not good news. Now, I want to explain what's happening right now, though. Okay, because there's a limited number of items going to grocery stores. We know that. We know at the same time, in order to slow down the rate of which these products leave the shelves in the stores, the store has to increase their prices and pretty much stop running sales. So this increases the amount somebody must pay for these products. And then the problem is that this is just continuing the cycle of high inflation of products and the prices going up. Remember, currently, inflation is at 6.8%. Tomorrow when the CPI data comes out, the expectation is 7.1. So it's only expected to go up over the next month or so. And so here's some advice. Actually, I want to give you some advice in just a second. Because right now, in this economy, when millions of Americans can't work because they're testing positive for COVID or just being a close contact, these workers aren't making what they used to last year. Yes, they could have received a raise over the past year, and that's great. But a small, roughly 3 to 4% raise is not going to help when inflation is almost at 7%. But here's what many people are saying. Okay, here's what experts are telling us to do so that we are not we are not having issues with our groceries, or so that we are not paying more in the future for the same products. Here's what experts are telling us, or telling the American people, what we should do right now to avoid these issues. The first thing, stock up on staples. These are things that always leave the grocery store whenever there's a shortage, whenever there's any type of worry about COVID coming back, which it's here now. But here's the worry, okay? And the worry is that if we don't buy these things when they're available, when we really need them, they might not be there. So stock up on staples. These are not, I don't mean staples like for your staple gun. I'm talking about things like rice, beans, pasta, some meats, if possible, and then freeze them. Cereals are a great thing to get as well. You want to try to eat somewhat healthier, but at the same time, the goal should be just providing your body with nutrients. Even if they're not the best things for you, to provide your body with something. Just make sure what you're buying for an emergency is not something that will easily go bad. At least that's what experts are saying. And it makes sense. You don't want to buy something, put it in your cupboard or put it in the fridge, freezer, and then it's gone. It's bad in the next few months. So it's just one of the things that they're saying. They also say buy from discounted grocery stores. And one of these is Grocery Outlet. It's there's like 400 stores across the United States. You probably have one nearby. They say that's a great option to buy stuff. But just understand, and this is coming from me, with Grocery Outlet, the reason why some of their products are cheaper is because they're actually getting closer to their expiration date. So just keep that in mind. One of the things I like to do, at least for my family, now, could we afford to go and buy the highest price cereals and stuff? Yeah, maybe. Am I going to do that? Absolutely not. No way. I'm not going to go buy a full price box of cereal either. I'm going to go look on the clearance aisle, the clearance section of Grocery Outlet to find the box of cereal that I know has like 2 to 4 weeks left before the expiration date, because products are still good after the expiration date, especially when it comes to cereal. I'm going to go and buy that. That's what I'm going to eat. That's what my kids will eat. That's what my wife will eat. That's what we will have, because I'm going to, in my mind, I eat better when I know I paid less for that box of cereal. And it's the exact same stuff that's, $2, $3 cheaper for the same box at a different store. So that's just my take on it. One of the things that experts are saying is also, when you're shopping, buy in bulk and use coupons. Now, coupons, you can go to coupons.com and and get coupons there. But here's my advice to you. If you live, let's say, in the South or really anywhere outside of California, my advice to you is go on to eBay and look up California coupons, okay? And the reason why I say this is because California, you are going to get a coupon that, let's say, for a box of cereal, that's going to be like $2 off. But at the same time, that box of cereal, maybe where you live, is only like $1.50 or $2. So guess what? It's a free box of cereal. Go and try it. The next thing is, experts are saying consider canned goods and packaged pastas. These normally can stay good for multiple years. And when we see inflation, okay, in most cases, the inflation starts at the bottom and goes up. So we see canned goods increase in price, water increase in price, pastas increase in price. Everything goes up from the bottom, okay? So this does impact lower income and lower earning families first, but just understand, if you're prepared, then things will be much easier. So that's what we know according to experts, but just understand, these supply chain shortages are returning. So we got to do what we can right now to make sure that we keep ourselves and our families safe and fed. So if you can, get out there to some grocery stores, make sure you have the products you need just in case, and stock up. So again, just want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.